G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Conflict of Heroes, the solo expansion, and we're going to go on with mission 2, but just before we do, just a couple of things from mission 1 that I was doing wrong, but one of them didn't really matter, and that was that when we were in close combat, with the infantry units, the defending infantry unit was supposed to get any die roll modifier for cover, like when we were up in the heavy woods and stuff like that. So I didn't put that in, and that was wrong. So yeah, I don't think it actually affected anything. I mentioned once or twice, I wasn't sure, blah, blah, blah. But looking back at the die rolls and everything else, it wouldn't have made any difference. So that was that. The other thing I totally did wrong was that each round after round 1, I was supposed to roll off for initiative. And I didn't do that. I just kept the initiative as it was right at the start. So that's just something else that I screwed up. There were probably other things as well, but we'll just go with that. The final thing was, and I've had no word back, where I did the mission orders, I think it was, and I rallied a German unit when it wasn't a CAPS card. I don't think I should have done that, and that means realistically that unit wouldn't have rallied and it wouldn't have killed off the Russian unit and stuff like that. So I won't be doing that in future. As I said at the end of the last one, I'll be doing the fatigue stress rule. So, you know, if this tank activates and then it activates again, then it's fatigued, it's stressed, and its AP check will be at a +1 sort of thing. So that goes for both sides. So that's what those little yellow cubes are for, and that's that. Right, again, sorry about the glare and stuff, but because I've still got Shadows of Brimstone set up that way and all the rest of it, and I'm still going on with the mission, I've only got this end of the table to go off, and I can't play this on Vassal because the solo expansion is not on Vassal as far as I can find it. So there's that. Right, so on to mission 2. Solo mission 2, Tank Hunt. November 31st, 1941, Tula, Russia. I was wounded last month, shot in the leg. The doctors deemed me fit to return to the front, damn them. They sent me to a ruin of a city where I hear we are still fighting it out with the Soviets block by block. I am in a group of veterans that has been tasked with guarding a supply convoy on its way to the front. However, we have spotted enemy movement ahead, including tanks. I am sure they would like nothing more than to liberate our convoy of wagons. Damn them, they're not going to take our ersatz cafe rations, no matter how shitty they are. We have been given orders to set a tank ambush. Hopefully, we and our wagons will get through unscathed. And that was from the journal of Erich Bosch. So we're playing the Germans. Round 1 initiative is German, and the German cap allocation per round is 6, which I've set up over here. I'll probably move this over a little bit so you can see. So I've got the caps up, and that's that. And we start with 1 Soviet victory point. Action cards are all action and bonus cards 2 to 5, 8 to 12, 20 and 40. The Germans received the bogged down card in round 1, which is this card. It's a 0 AP cap, and we may immobilize an enemy vehicle for the rest of the round, which is good. So we get that for round 1, and 1 card each round thereafter. The Germans also received the Grenades Weapons card. Just trying to pick it up. Grenades, as you can see, it's Germans only. 5 against soft targets, 4 against hard targets, a 0 cap again. A fresh or spent squad may use grenades as an action. Long range at 1 hex. CC modifiers do not apply. Okay. And it can only be used once, and then it's discarded. It doesn't go into the redraw pile or anything stupid like that. Order cards, we have 13 through 55, and the map setup is map 5, which is set up in the proper orientation. Mission objectives, German wagons are an objective. And I've gone for the easy difficulty. So for easier mission, the German may place 1 hidden mine anywhere on the map, and I've placed that here on this road leading in between these buildings in case the tanks try to come down this way. In addition, the Germans received the Careful Aiming card, card 9, which is this one. It's a +2 firepower card, again 0 cost. Add +2 to the firepower of a unit after all other modifiers are applied and before rolling dice. So that'll help a little bit, hopefully knocking out a tank. In addition to the bogged down card 20 at the beginning of round 1. So that's what we've got. Soviet AI forces is a tank patrol, and the tanks are set up on row 12, which is this row, and we simply roll 2 dice 6 and then come in that amount of hexes from the west. This is north up top. So I rolled a 4, a 6, and an 8. If I actually rolled 2 4s, but they weren't allowed to be stacked, and they had to point towards the middle of the map. So we've got 3 T-34s there, 34As. The German player sets up last, and is the veteran convoy guards, and we get to set up hidden on or south of row 9 and mark all hidden units with the rumoured enemy marker, which I've done. So we get a tank hunter, an 8cm mortar, and 3 pioneers. And hidden units cannot be the target of an AI order. So this is where I've set them up. So I've got a pioneer unit here facing towards the northwest. I've just put the markers behind them. So basically it's an unspotted marker, and that's it. I've got the mortar here, another pioneer facing to the northwest, another pioneer facing to the northeast, and I've put the tank hunters here behind this building at the moment. Just as a go away, and 1 wagon starts here at G3. The other 2 wagons that we have will come on at G2 when we're ordered to by the mission track, and the wagons move again by the mission track, and the idea is to get them up this road and off the map up here. So that's that. So victory points is the Soviets immediately get a VP for each eliminated German wagon, so they don't get anything for our troops. We get a VP for each eliminated Soviet tank, and a VP immediately as well for each wagon that gets off the board. The mission track, sorry about this, again, that might be a bit better. So it's 12 long, and most of them is simply move all wagons along the road, and 3 and 5 is where the other 2 wagons will come on. So the wagons are road movement are a +1, so they can move 2 hexes on the road. So, yay team. Special rules, like I said, for the wagons, they move 2 hexes along the road leading out, blah, blah, blah. If a wagon cannot move because it is pinned due to being hit, it instead will attempt to rally. The player may take any actions with a wagon, and wagons are never spent. Mission track advancement. If all T-34A tanks are spent, the mission track does not advance. And smoke. Pioneers and mortar may fire smoke. A hidden unit may fire smoke without revealing itself if it is not in line of sight of the AI. And that's why, again, I've set them up the way they are. So this guy can pop smoke into this sort of area. And smoke starts out as a blocking line of sight, and also restricts the extra movement for track or wheeled movement. So you can see here, can't see through it, and it gives a +2 for anybody that's in the smoke as a defense. And then as we change rounds, it'll then pop over to a +1 for anybody in the smoke, or firing through the smoke, but it doesn't block line of sight. However, if I pop a second smoke in there or anything else, it still is a maximum of +2, or if I pop another one behind it and they both end up as 1s like that, then it becomes basically a heavy smoke and blocks line of sight because there's 2 light smokes. So this bloke is there to pop smoke up this way. This guy is here to pop smoke over this way. And this guy is here as my sort of backup at the moment, with the tank hunters over here who can lay mines. So I've just got him back out of the way at the moment, sort of thing, and we'll see how we go. The mortar works as having spotter teams out, and the spotter teams are anywhere out to 2 hexes from him. So basically I'd have a spotter team here, which means that I've got line of sight up this way. I've got a spotter team here, so I've got line of sight up this way and across this way and stuff like that. So that means I can pop smoke, and it's in line of sight and everything is good. So that is that. What else do we have? So yeah, the tank hunter may pay the cost to attack in order to lay a mine in its hex. A hidden tank hunter may lay a mine without revealing itself if it is not in line of sight. If the hex the mine is laid in is not in AI line of sight, then the mine is hidden. So, and tank hunters are part of the Monster Tanks expansion, which I've got. So that's that. So let us get into it. So, Germans first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the mortar to pop smoke, and it's going to simply pop smoke here. So we go poof into there, and that cuts the line of sight down through this way. So for doing that, that's a now that's an interesting one. It's in line of sight, but it's indirect fire because he doesn't have, so it's a check of 4, I believe. And we get 4 or more. Hang on. We've got the tick for there, so we are not spent. Yay, team! Woohoo! Okay, so the mortar has done his business, and we go on to the Germans. If AI plus units is less than 6, it's not, then we'd move the time. We have no close contact. I'll just make sure. With nothing adjacent. Fresh AI, less than fresh units. And they've only got 3, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't count the wagons, I don't believe. So 5. So the AI passes, and I'm happy with that. So the next thing that's going to happen is we are going to pop some more smoke, and we're going to pop it right here from this Pioneer. So that's a check of 2, and that goes back over there now. 4 or more, so we are good to go, and we're over to the Soviets. Again, no close contact, nothing adjacent. Execute counteractions. If all German units on the map are hidden, they are. AI passes and +1 time. Note, wagons cannot be hidden, so if a wagon is on the map, this counteraction is ignored. So we go time 1, which means the smoke is reduced. Like that. Move all wagons along road. So this wagon moves 1, 2 to there. Now, I don't believe anybody's still got line of sight. Ooh, he does now. So we have line of sight from that tank to that wagon there. We don't have line of sight to any of the troops, which is good. But we do have a wagon in line of sight, so we need to get some more smoke up that way. Right, cards we don't have to do. Caps are good. I think we're ready to rock on. So it's us again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this Pioneer, and he's going to pop smoke here like that. So that's a check of 2. Oh, 2 or more. Oh, yep. And he is spent. And we're back to the Ruskies. Okay, again, no close contact, nothing adjacent, counteractions. So again, if all German units on the map are hidden, AI passes and +1. Okay, well, again, this guy is hidden now because of the +2 smoke. You can't see through it. So we go forward and it says this one goes away and this one goes away. Place a German wagon on hex G2, which is our entry point, and then move all wagons along the road. So this wagon goes 1, 2 into here, and this wagon comes up 2, like that. We've done smoke, we've done that. Now, I just want to check with smoke if he can be seen in there. And I think he may be able to now. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Where was smoke? When smoke is fired at 2, line of sight and fire attacks may originate and end in a +2 DM smoke hex, but may not pass through. So yes, he can be spotted there now, which is a bit of a pain in the bot. Right. It doesn't say we're supposed to check for initiative each time, so I'm just going to keep going. It says the Germans have got it on round 1, so I'm just going to stay with round 1. Because the first mission Well, I suppose it didn't say anything about that either, did it? Okay, well, let's roll for initiative. So we've got a blue and a red die. Blue for the... Can you see that? Sort of. And it's a 4, so it's German initiative. Okay. This bloke becomes unspent. Right. So I think what I want to do is get the mortar to pop some more smoke over here to block line of sight to that wagon. Like that. So again, it's check of 4. And we get a 6 or more, so we are good, and we're over to the Soviets. If AI plus units is less than 4, no, it's not. No close combat, no adjacency. So counteractions again. If all German units on the map are hidden, AI passes and move the time, which we go to time 4. This reduces. This reduces. Nobody is spent, so we don't need to do a check for that. And move all wagons along the road. So this wagon now moves 1, 2 to here, still out of line of sight. This wagon goes 1, 2 to here, still out of line of sight. And the tankies haven't moved at all yet, which I like. So it's over to us. Bum, bum, bum. What do I want to do? So this line of sight is blocked at the moment. So that is good. I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, if we go 1, 2 to there from the mortar, it's be an extra check. No, I don't think so. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do bog down, immobilize an enemy vehicle for the rest of the round. And we'll get rid of that. Now this one's on the road. These are all in the clear, so which one do I want to immobilize? I think this one. Do I have an immobilized? Let me find an immobilized, if I can. Lots of pinned and stuff has been unnerved and suppressed, and I don't know if there is one. Cowering, berserk, panicked. No, I don't see one that says immobilized. There's probably something somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a dice on him to say he's immobilized for 1 round, like that. That cost us no caps or APs or anything else. We don't have to do a check, so it's over to the Ruskies. Okay, if AI plus units is less than 10, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Less than or equal to. I think we do need to count the wagons. So it is a unit. So again, advancing the time 1, which is to there. Again, we removed these 2 smokes. That was a bit of a pain. He's not immobilized anymore. Place a German on. Our last wagon comes on board, and all the wagons move. 1, 2, and 1, 2 to there. We've still got all our caps. He didn't act that time, so that goes away. And we roll for initiative. And we get 3s, so it'll stay with the Germans. Okay, so okay, so I'm going to get the mortar to fire some smoke. So what it has is from here, it has a line of sight direct to there. And in fact, it has its own line of sight direct to there. So it's going to fire smoke and plonk it straight onto this guy to give him a +2 modifier. So that is that. It's direct, so that's a 3 check. And 2 or more, and he is spent. So we're over to the Ruskies. If AI plus units is less than 4, move the timer. No. No close combat. Nothing adjacent. Execute counteractions. Okay. If all German units on the map are hidden, AI passes. No. He's not hidden. And everybody else is. No, and this wagon down here is not hidden either. That bloke can see No, this building here blocks line of sight to there, but no. Okay, unhit AI, closest to a fresh unit that just acted. Okay. They're all unhit AIs. This is the unit that just acted. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all the same. So we'll roll and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 1. So this unit here. Unhit AI closest to a fresh unit that's acted, fire. And the only thing you can fire on is over here. He has a range of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's in range. This is a soft target for 11. So he is firing for a 5. He can see there, can't he? Yeah, because he's looking right along the hex spine there. So that's fine. So he's firing for a 5. And we are 13. So he needs an 8 to hit us. And he rolls a 6. Double 3s. So he doesn't get us. And that cost him 5 to shoot. And 4 or more, and he is spent. Right, up to us. That's the other thing I was doing wrong as well, sorry. Is when I was using caps to make a spent unit do something, I was using 1 cap to say, do this, which was wrong. So if I wanted a pioneer to fire and he was spent, it would cost me 2. If I wanted the tank hunters to fire, it would cost me 4 and so forth. So yeah, it's a little bit different, and I screwed up. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I could get the mortar to fire again. I've got to worry about this bloke coming up now. So I'm going to get the Pioneer to pop some smoke. And he's going to pop it here. He's got a range of 3. So that costs 2. 4 or more, so we're fine. And over to the Soviets. If AI plus units is less than 12, so again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it is, then time plus 2. Okay, so again, this smoke is reduced. This smoke is reduced. This tank is back. Our mortar is back. So we go 2. So the first, we're going from 5 to 7. So 6 is move all wagons along the road. We go 1, 2. This guy goes 1, 2. This guy goes 1, 2. And then we do 7, which is move all wagons again. This guy goes off the board. So that's a victory point. This guy goes 1, 2 to here. And this guy goes 1, 2 to here. Like that. And I think that's everything done. So we roll for initiative. And it's Russians have got it with a 4 to 1. Okay, here we go. Nothing adjacent, nothing close combat. So again, execute counteractions. If all German units are hidden, then it passes. No. We can see this unit here for a start. Okay, AI closest to a target, low risk move towards. This is a target. AI closest is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy is going to move towards. Now he can move 3 in open terrain. So he's going to move 1, that's his front arc. He's just going to rotate. 2. And then he's going to move 3 to there. And he's just acted. Over to us. What do we want to do? Other than panic. My mortar can't see him, so he can't shoot at him. Bum, bum, bum. My mortar is going to pop some smoke. No, he's not. This Pioneer. Ooh, hang on a tick. If he fires smoke, he's going to be seen, I think. Yeah. So no, the mortar will pop smoke. We're looking from here, so we can pop smoke up to here. No, we can't. We can pop smoke to here, or we can pop smoke from here. We can pop smoke straight onto him. Like that. So that was indirect. No, it's direct fire, so 3 check. 5 or more, so we're good. So it's over to the Ruskies. Okay, they are adjacent now. So fire, pivot, or rally. So this guy is going to fire here. So he's firing for 5. Plus 2 is 7 into here. For being adjacent. 7 plus 7 is 14. We are 13, so we are hit. And we are pinned. Okay. Now he fired for 5, but he moved last time, so he's going to be a check on 6. 2 or more, he's done. We forget about that. We just do this. So he is spent. Doesn't mean he won't act again, but that's what we've got. Okay, now what do we want to do? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think we're going to move the tank hunters. It's clear. Tank hunter is going to come over here. Out of the way. That's for a 1. 3 or more, we are good. So it's over to the Soviets. Excuse me. And I can't try and rally him until they're getting ready to move. That's the only time you can rally them. I can't give any orders to wagons. So we've moved. So it's over to the Ruskies. Okay. If AIs plus units is less than 24, then time. Okay, well, we're a lot less than 24, so we go over. This is removed. This is removed. This is reduced. Wagon moves, 1, 2. Wagon can't move, so he does a rally check for a 7. Gets an 8, so he's good. And that just counts as the wagon move, so we don't have to worry about checks or anything else for that. He's not spent anymore. And that's done. No, that stays on. That stays on. Okay. So that is that. So then we're back into this. And again, we have adjacency, so this guy's going to fire. So again, he's firing for 5, 6, 7 against 12. So a 5 will hit. And he rolls an 8. Ooh, 3 plus rather than 4 plus. So we're just hit again. And we are berserk. The horses have gone berserk. Okay, let's just leave that there and that there, like that. So he needs to do a check again at 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 or more, and he is spent again. Okay. So it's up to us again. How far out can I fire that? Fire it right up to there. I'm going to pop smoke to here with the mortar. Like that. And that'll be a check for 3. I'm going to spend a cap, so it's a check for 2. And it's a 6 or more, so we are good. So it is over to the Ruskies. Okay. Fire, close combat, no. We have adjacency, but he's spent, no. Hit AI, there are no hit AIs. Highest firepower AI closest to a unit that just acted. This is the unit that just acted. They're both the same firepower. So odds and evens. 2, this guy here. Fire +1 cap. So he is going to fire into here. So he's firing for 5 +1 is 6. And we are, that's into his flank, so it's 11, 12, 13. So he needs a 7 or better, rolls a 3. So he's checking for a 5. 1 or more, and he is spent. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Right. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Dumpty 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 dum da 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 do. Can I? I think what we're going to do is move our tank hunters up again. He's moved into a building, so that's +1, so that's a 2 check. 3 or more. But we've got the yay, so we don't have to worry about it. And it's over to the Ruskies. And I think 42 minutes, I think we'll hold there. And when we come back, it's the Ruskies' turn. And we'll see what's happening. So I hope you're enjoying. I hope, again, I haven't screwed up too much. If I have, please let me know. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.